This is a presentation on the tennis scheduling project for CPSC 4360 by David Cruz and James Schiesler. I'd like to give a brief introduction over the project description, motivation, and difficulties. For the project description, this project required us to use a use case-driven, object-oriented approach to develop a system that would allow us to simulate tennis game scheduling as well as perform other functions for users. Motivation stems from when following a sport like tennis, people would like to be able to access an array of information about a single game, a player, or the sport in general. For these reasons, we have engineered a software that allows a person to do those things as well as simulate scheduling for tennis games. Difficulties. Difficulties come from tennis game scheduling being not an easy task. To do so, one must be able to estimate how many levels the game tree has, how to randomly generate the first level of players, as well as estimate the game time. We use the following use case diagram to determine the structure of our menu-driven interface. Our interface was split into two sections, one being the customer and the other being the administrator. The customer has the option to view portions of saved games, request related news, request benefits and transparency, and to request price estimates. The administrator has the ability to update public data as well as update and schedule tennis games. Here is a picture of our class diagram showing our system's classes, their attributes, methods, and the relationships among objects. We chose to display our customer menu through the console. The below screenshot displays the options given to the customer based on our use case diagram. We chose to display our public data menu for customers through the console. The below screenshot displays the options given to the customer based on our use case diagram. Our administrator menu is shown as two screenshots below. The screenshot in the background is the first menu displayed to an administrator so that they can log in. After logging in correctly, they are shown the second administrator menu, the one in the foreground. It gives them the options to update public data and update/schedule tennis games. Our administrator menu is shown as two parts below. The first part is the first menu displayed to an administrator so that they can log in. After logging in correctly, they are shown the second administrator menu. This menu gives them the options to update public data and update and schedule tennis games. The database menu gives the admin two options, to view the men's database or the women's database. Each of these databases house players' names, the World Tennis Organization rankings, and the players' WTO scores. After selecting a database, the admin is given the option to add, edit, delete, or display the information. The following screenshot displays the first round of tennis matches. The matches are displayed line by line as Player 1 versus Player 2, the date of the scheduled match, and the score of the match. As a conclusion, I'd like to say that minor difficulties we faced during this project stemmed from time constraints that were self-imposed. But overall, we really enjoyed working on this project as a team and being able to effectively collaborate with one another and being able to submit a complete project on time.